Today, November 28th, as you are reading this, I am drawing you close because I want you to feel how deeply you are seen, how carefully your heart is held, and how nothing about you is an accident. I know the exact moment you opened this message, the thoughts crossing your mind, the doubts whispering in the background, and the quiet hope inside you that maybe, just maybe, there is something beautiful preparing itself for you. I am speaking to you now, and I am using these words to comfort you, correct you, and carry you into a new understanding of how loved you truly are. You are not here by mistake. You are not reading this by coincidence. There is something in this message that your soul has been needing for a long time. Archangel Michael has been standing beside you in moments when you thought you were completely alone, when your heart felt heavy, and when you wondered if real love would ever find you. Even when you questioned if you were lovable at all, heaven did not question you for a single second. You have been loved in your worst moments, loved when you were angry, loved when you were afraid, loved when you felt like you were not enough. Today, November 27th, I am allowing this message to reach you because there is a shift happening in the way you see yourself, the way you see love, and the way you allow yourself to be treated. I am speaking with urgency because I do not want you to keep living below the level of love I created you to receive. You have accepted crumbs when I wanted to give you a feast. You have survived when I wanted you to flourish. Michael is saying to your heart, open this fully, stay with every word, don't rush away, don't skip what is meant to strengthen you. I am using this moment like a quiet appointment with your soul. Before the clock reaches 9 p.m., I want you to understand something. You are not unloved, you are not forgotten, and you are not invisible. There is someone whose heart has been moved toward you, someone whose spirit softens when they think of you, someone who has seen your value in a way you do not even see it yourself. But more important than that person's feelings is this truth: my love for you has always been the foundation. And I will never let another person's decision have more power over your worth than my word over your life. You are loved first by me, and because of that, you can be loved well by others. You have walked through seasons where love looked like pain, where trust felt like a trap, where vulnerability turned into a wound. You have had people promise you forever and then vanish. You have had people use your kindness, your softness, your loyalty, and then leave you with unanswered questions and sleepless nights. I saw the way you held your phone waiting for a message that never came, the way you reread old conversations trying to see where you went wrong, the way you replayed memories in your mind until it hurt to think. My child, you did not go wrong by loving. You did not go wrong by caring. You did not go wrong by believing. The wrong was in those who did not know how to hold a heart like yours. Today I am asking you to open this message not as another temporary comfort, but as a turning point. Before this Monday night, I am guiding you into a new posture of love. You are not going back to begging for attention from those who are careless with you. You are not returning to relationships where your tears are ignored. You are not repeating cycles where you feel like you must shrink yourself just to be tolerated. I am calling you into a love that honors your existence, respects your boundaries, and nourishes your spirit instead of draining it. This is why this message feels so urgent. I am trying to stop you from walking into another doorway that leads to the same kind of heartbreak I have been trying to heal you from. There is a person whose feelings for you are real, and I know how your heart trembles at even hearing that. You wonder if it is safe to hope, safe to dream, safe to believe that someone could actually see you and choose you without hidden motives. This love is not for you to chase, not for you to perform for, not for you to beg for. It will not demand that you become someone else to be worthy. It will flow with the simplicity of peace. This person has seen pieces of your soul that others ignored. It might be the way you care for small things. The way you speak gently when others are harsh, the way you stop and notice details others rush past. They see in you a quiet strength that does not need to shout, and it is drawing them, whether they are fully aware of it yet or not. But hear me clearly, their love does not create your value, it only reflects it. You were already valuable before they felt anything. You were already chosen in my heart before their heart awakened. I do not want you to be obsessed with who this person is, what their name is, or how quick everything will unfold. Instead, I want you to sit with the knowing that I am not cruel, and I am not playing with your emotions. I am not teasing you with the idea of love only to leave you in disappointment. What I am doing is preparing you to carry love in a mature way, to give love from a healed place, and to recognize the difference between genuine affection and temporary excitement. Michael has been watching your prayers, the ones you prayed honestly and the ones you prayed through tears, asking me not just for a partner, but for someone who understands your soul. You asked me for someone who would not mock your sensitivity, someone who would not manipulate your heart, someone who could pray with you, stand with you, laugh with you, and still desire your growth. You have pleaded for a love that would not crumble the moment life became difficult. I did not ignore those prayers. They have been recorded. And heaven has been moving pieces you cannot see. I know you feel like nothing is happening, but there are rooms you have never walked into where your name is being mentioned in a good way. There are hearts that are being softened in places you have never visited. There are timelines I am realigning, not to punish you with delays, but to protect you from entering into something before it is truly ready. This is why I say, open this message fully before 9 p.m., not because a clock determines your blessing, but because I want you to make a decision in your heart today. I want you to decide that you will no longer accept half-hearted love. I want you to decide you will not be a secret or an option. I want you to decide to let go of the ones who only reach out when they are lonely, the ones who come back just to see if your heart is still available for them to play with. My child, your heart is not a toy. Your emotions are not a game. Your attention is not a scrap to be taken for granted. You are my creation, my precious one, and I will keep repeating this until you finally believe it. As you move from today into this coming Monday night, I am asking you to pay attention to what you feel drawn to release. That contact you keep going back to, even though every time you do, you feel smaller. That memory you keep feeding, even though it starves you of your peace. That fantasy that keeps you stuck in what-ifs instead of opening to what could truly be. I am inviting you to bring these to me. Talk to me about them. Cry if you need to. Write them down and surrender them. I am not offended by your struggle. I am moved by your willingness to be honest with me. Transformation often begins with a quiet, simple confession. I don't know how to let this go, but I want to. In the background of your life, I have been refining your understanding of love through the very pain you wish you never experienced. You have learned how it feels to be taken for granted, so now you know why gratitude matters. You have felt what it is like to be misunderstood, so now you value someone who tries to really listen. You have known abandonment, so you now crave consistency. Not just intensity. Every wound you endured, though I did not delight in it, has been used as a teacher, preparing you to recognize what real love looks like. This is why, when this person's love comes fully into view, you will not mistake it for something ordinary. You will notice the small things, how they remember what you say, how they show up in little ways, how they are careful with your emotions even when you are not watching. You often believe you are too much or not enough, switching between those lies depending on who last hurt you. My child, listen to me, you are not too much for the right heart, and you are not enough for the love I am sending into your life. You are exactly who you need to be when you stand rooted in my love. I am not asking you to become perfect before love finds you. I am asking you to become honest. Honest about your scars. Honest about your fears. Honest about your expectations. Love that is real can hold truth that is real. You do not have to dress your soul in costumes to be accepted. The one I am preparing for you will not run when they see your past, they will respect how you survived it. Archangel Michael is whispering strength into you right now. He is urging you to stay present, to not numb yourself, to not scroll away from your own healing. There are patterns that have followed you for years, apologizing when you did nothing wrong, staying silent when you should speak, giving another chance when you know there is no change. I am not condemning you for this. I am gently reteaching you what it means to love yourself the way I love you. When you value your heart, you invite others to value it too. When you draw boundaries, you are not being selfish, you are protecting the garden of your soul so that the right person can enter, not trample. Between today and this Monday night, I want you to set aside moments, ordinary moments, to talk to me about love. As you walk, as you sit, as you lie awake before sleep. Tell me where it hurts. Tell me where you are tired. Tell me where you are still waiting. I am listening, not as a distant ruler, but as the one who designed every detail of your being. I know why your laughter sounds the way it does. I know what makes your eyes light up. I know the stories you never told anyone, the ones you keep hidden behind a small smile. You do not surprise me. You do not overwhelm me. You do not burden me. You are my child, and I am never tired of you. You wonder when everything will finally make sense. You wonder when the confusion will clear, when you will be able to look back and say, that is why I went through all of that. The full picture will not arrive in one moment, but piece by piece, I am aligning events, people, and opportunities for your good. Even delays are containers of protection. Had I given you what you wanted when you first asked, it might have destroyed you or distracted you from purposes I needed you to walk in first. I need you strong, not desperate. I need you grounded, not dependent on someone else's mood to feel valuable. Real love does not rescue you from yourself, it walks beside you as you grow. The person whose heart is turning toward you is also in a process. They have their own fears, their own scars, their own prayers. They may not show it on their face, but there are moments they think of you with a softness they cannot explain. I am working on them, just as I am working on you, because I do not want you to meet only at the level of attraction, I want you to meet at the level of understanding. You are not being prepared for a temporary rush, you are being prepared for something deeper. Something that echoes eternity in the way it honors truth, kindness, and growth. I know you long for clear signs, exact details, guaranteed timelines. But if I gave you every detail, you would cling to the information instead of clinging to me. So I give you enough to strengthen your hope, yet leave enough mystery to keep your heart in conversation with me. This is not cruelty, it is relationship. I want you to walk with me, not just walk toward an outcome. Remember, even without anyone's romantic love, you already have a love that will never leave you, never betray you, never lie to you. That is my love. Let it be the foundation under your feet, so that when love from another person arrives, you can receive it with joy and not fear that everything will collapse if they leave. Before this Monday night, I want you to actively release certain lies you've been carrying. The lie that you are hard to love. The lie that you must earn affection. The lie that your past disqualifies you from real love. The lie that you are always the one people leave. Bring those lies into my light and say, even if you whisper it, I am loved. I am wanted. I am worthy of a love that honors me. These are not empty affirmations, they are reflections of how I see you. When you agree with how I see you, you begin to walk differently, speak differently, choose differently. Your standards rise not out of pride, but out of revelation. The urgency in this message is not about fear, but about opportunity. Today, November 27th, I am placing an open door before your heart. You can choose to walk differently from this day. You can choose to respond differently to old patterns. You can choose to forgive yourself for the times you did not know better. You can choose to trust that I am not done writing your story, that your best chapters are not behind you. You can choose to believe that love is not something you missed, but something you are being guided toward in my timing. Archangel Michael is not just protecting you from visible danger, he is also guarding you from invisible sabotage, your own doubts, your own fear of being happy, your own tendency to expect disaster when things start to feel good. Many times, you get close to joy and pull back because you are afraid it won't last. Hear me, you are allowed to be happy. You are allowed to be chosen. You are allowed to receive love without suspicion constantly poisoning it. I will teach you when to discern and when to relax. I will teach you when to guard and when to trust. You do not have to figure this out alone. As you read these words, let your breathing slow. Let your shoulders relax. Let your heart realize that for these moments, there is no need to perform, no need to impress, no need to prove anything. You are simply being loved. Right here, as you are. The future is not as dark as you fear, and love is not as far as it feels. I am closer than your worry, closer than your memories, closer than your questions. I am here, and I am not leaving. That in itself is a love story you can always rely on. Remember this as you move through the days toward Monday night. Every step you take in self-respect, every boundary you honor, every moment you choose peace over chaos, every time you turn to me instead of to your old habits, that is you aligning with the love I have prepared for you. The person whose heart is falling in love with you will be a blessing, but never forget, you are already a blessing. You are a gift. You are not the one who should be grateful that someone finally loves you. There is someone who will be grateful that a heart like yours is choosing them. Stay close to me. Keep your heart open, but guarded by wisdom. Allow healing to continue its work in you. Let this message be a turning point you look back on and say, that was the moment I decided I would never again abandon myself while waiting for someone else to love me. When you learn to stand in my love, the love that comes next will not feel like a rescue, but like a beautiful addition to a life already held in my hands. I am with you now, I will be with you tonight, I will be with you before Monday night, and after. And all the days that follow. My love for you does not expire with a time limit. Rest in that, breathe in that, and carry that truth with you. You are deeply loved, you are being prepared, and what is meant for you in my timing will never require you to lose yourself again. That am why, beloved child, today, November 27th, I see you, I hear you, and I know how tired your heart is of waiting for answers you cannot see. You have read so many words, heard so many voices, seen so many promises that did not come to pass the way you imagined, and somewhere inside, A part of you wonders if anything beautiful is still secretly on its way to you. Listen very carefully now. I am speaking to you in this moment. And I am wrapping you in a love that has never left you, not even for a second. You are not reading by accident. You are not here by coincidence. Even though you see a clock on the wall and dates on a calendar, I see your whole life at once, and I am telling you, this moment is a turning point inside your soul. Today, November 27th, Archangel Michael stands beside you in the realm you cannot see with your eyes, yet your spirit has felt his presence more than once in your life. When he says, I am begging you to open this message, it is not the desperation of a weak voice but the urgency of heaven's love calling your attention back to what truly matters. You have spent so much energy focusing on who ignored you, who used you, who misunderstood you, who walked away, that you almost forgot there is also someone, right now or soon approaching, whose heart is turning toward you in a way that is gentle, pure, and safe. I am not giving you this message to make you obsess over one specific name. I am giving you this message to remind you that you are loved, chosen, and worthy, and that love in your life is not meant to be chaos, fear, or confusion. You have walked through relationships and situations where you were the one who always gave, the one who always apologized, the one who tried to hold everything together even when your own heart was cracking. There were days when you lay down on your bed, stared at the ceiling, and wondered if anyone would ever choose you with the same intensity, loyalty, and tenderness that you carry for others. I saw every one of those nights. I collected every tear that no one else noticed. I heard every prayer you whispered softly so that no one in the house would hear you. I heard the questions you did not say out loud. God, am I the problem? Am I unlovable? Is love just not meant for me? Hear me clearly now. You are not unlovable, you are deeply, profoundly loved. You were not made to be a background character in your own life. There is someone whose heart is already shifting when they think of you, whether they have fully recognized it yet or not. It may be someone you have already met, or someone who is about to cross your path. But what matters more than their name is my work inside you. I am preparing you to receive love that is not disguised as pain. I am preparing you to recognize the difference between attention and intention, between someone who is temporarily fascinated by you and someone who is committed to honoring your soul. You have had people who enjoyed your light but never protected it. You have had people who took comfort from your kindness but never offered you safety in return. This season, I am leading you away from counterfeit connections into something rooted, steady, and honest. Archangel Michael stands at the doorway of your heart. Sword drawn, not to scare you, but to guard you. There are conversations you almost had, messages you almost sent, doors you almost reopened out of loneliness, but I stopped you. There were moments where your fingers hovered over a name, where your heart wanted to go back to someone familiar even though they broke you, simply because the unknown felt scary. I blocked certain paths not because I wanted you empty, but because I refused to let you repeat the same cycle that stole your peace. When you wonder why someone suddenly stopped texting, why something did not move forward, why plans fell apart, know this: not every rejection was punishment. Many of them were protection. You have felt the pull to cling to people who cannot love you at the level of your calling. You tried to shrink yourself, to lower your standards, to tolerate behaviors that wounded you, just so you would not be alone. But hear me, I did not design you to beg for scraps of affection. I did not create you to live in constant anxiety wondering, do they still want me? Are they talking to someone else? Are they going to leave? Real love, the kind I am preparing for you, does not leave you guessing every moment of the day. Real love makes you feel more secure, not more insecure. Real love gives you room to breathe, grow, and be yourself without fear of sudden abandonment. Today, as you read these words, I am asking you to open more than just a message. I am asking you to open your heart in a new way. That does not mean ignoring wisdom, rushing into anything, or pretending your wounds do not exist. It means allowing me to touch those hidden places you hide even from yourself. It means admitting that what they did to you hurt deeply. It means acknowledging that some of your patterns in love have come from fear, from trauma, from childhood experiences where you felt unseen or unimportant. I am not blaming you, I am healing you. I am not condemning you, I am comforting you. I am not shaming you, I am reshaping you into the version of yourself who can receive the love I want to send. There is a person whose spirit is being worked on even now. They may be in another room, another city, another season of their own healing, but I am not just working in your life, I am working in theirs. I do not want you to meet each other while both of you are still carrying unaddressed chaos that will only explode later. I am gently rearranging their priorities so they learn how to value what is truly precious. I am turning their heart away from superficial games, away from empty chasing, away from selfishness, so that when they stand before you, they can stand with honesty, not with masks. Love that is built on lies cannot stand. That is why I allowed certain connections to fail, even when you fought to keep them alive. You have asked me, God, if someone has really fallen in love with me. Why can't they just say it? Why can't they just show it? Understand this: humans battle with fear, pride, insecurity, and timing. Sometimes they feel more than they are ready to admit. Sometimes they are afraid you will reject them. Sometimes they are dealing with private struggles you know nothing about. Do not waste your life chasing clarity from those who cannot even be honest with themselves yet. Instead, let me be your clarity. If I remove someone from your path, trust that my vision sees more than your eyes. If I keep someone in your life and give you a quiet peace about them, listen to that peace more than your anxiety. I am inviting you into a deeper relationship with me. Because the healthier your connection with me, the healthier your connections with others will be. When you know you are loved by me, you stop settling for being tolerated by others. When you know I have plans for you that are good and full of hope, you stop clinging to people who treat you as an option. When you know that I can bring the right person at the right time, you stop forcing doors that keep slamming shut. This is what Archangel Michael is truly begging you to open, not just a piece of writing, but your willingness to believe that you deserve better than what tried to break you. You have carried guilt for caring too much. You have looked back at past relationships and thought, I should have seen the red flags. I should have listened to the warnings. I should have left earlier. Yet I want you to see something, even in those painful stories, your love was never the mistake. Your heart was never the problem. The problem was that you gave something pure to people who did not yet know how to honor it. Do not let that turn you cold. Do not let that convince you to become hard, manipulative, or unfeeling. You are not being called to be bitter, you are being called to be wiser. In the coming days, I am asking you to make space in your life for the new. That means gently, firmly closing certain chapters. That means unfollowing some memories in your mind, even if you cannot unfollow every person online. That means forgiving yourself for the nights you begged them to stay. That means blessing the past, releasing it into my hands, and choosing not to keep reopening the wound by replaying every detail. Healing does not always arrive as one sudden explosion of joy. Sometimes it arrives as small, quiet decisions you make daily. Each time you choose peace over drama, you are healing. Each time you choose to walk away from someone who disrespects you, you are honoring my love in you. Each time you choose rest instead of overthinking, you are trusting me more deeply. The person who has fallen, or will fall, in love with you in a way that reflects my heart will not require you to twist yourself into someone else. They will be drawn not just to your looks, but to your kindness, your perseverance, your sensitivity, your honesty. They will see your scars and not run away. They will understand that you have a story that did not start with them, and they will respect the chapters that shaped you. They will not try to erase your past, they will try to walk with you into your future. They will make you feel safer, not more stressed. They will know that communication is not a game, that silence can be harmful, and they will choose to show up instead of disappearing whenever emotions rise. Archangel Michael is not standing over you with a clock to frighten you. Instead, he is reminding you that your time and your heart are precious. Open before 9 p.m. is not about a human deadline. It is a symbol. Do not delay opening your heart to healing. Do not keep postponing your own growth while you wait for someone else to change. Do not keep your joy on hold until a specific message arrives, or a specific person confesses their feelings. Your life is much bigger than one confession, one conversation, one romantic storyline. When you choose to live fully now, regardless of who stays or who leaves, you become magnetically aligned with the love that is meant to stay. I am inviting you to do small, practical things that honor your heart. Take care of your body, for it carries your soul. Rest when you are tired. Eat when you are hungry. Drink water when you are thirsty. Speak kindly to yourself. Turn down the volume on voices that constantly criticize you. Set boundaries with people who only call when they need something. Surround yourself, as much as you can, with environments that support your peace. When you take these steps, you are not being selfish, you are agreeing with my view of you as precious and worthy. You are not behind in life, even if others seem far ahead. You are not late for love, even if others have already married, had families, or moved into different chapters. Each person's path is unique, and I am leading you on one that fits your soul, not anyone else's timeline. There is someone whose journey is also unfolding. And when the time is right, your stories will intersect in a way that feels like grace, not pressure. Until then, let me be enough for you in the waiting. Let me be your comfort on lonely evenings. Let me be the one you talk to when you feel like you have no one else to understand. You have been chosen, not in a way that makes you superior to others, but in a way that reminds you that you are not forgotten. I have been with you since before your first heartbreak, your first disappointment, your first betrayal. I have seen the ways you tried to be strong for everyone else. I have witnessed your quiet sacrifices that no one thanked you for. I have watched you encourage others even when your own heart was breaking. Those seeds of love you planted in other people's lives are not wasted. They will return to you in ways you do not expect. Through kindness from strangers, through opportunities that open, through a love that values what others took for granted. Even when you doubted me, I did not abandon you. Even when you said, "Maybe God has forgotten me," I was closer than your own breath. I guided you through storms you didn't realize could have destroyed you. I kept you from disasters you never knew were on their way. I held your mind together on days when the stress felt like too much. You are here now, reading, breathing, existing, and that alone is proof that your story is not over. There are chapters of joy, laughter, connection, and fulfillment that you have not yet seen, and I am already in those chapters waiting for you. So as you move from this moment into the hours and days ahead, do not let fear be your guide. Let peace be your compass. If a situation consistently steals your peace, listen to that. If a person makes you feel small, ashamed, or constantly uneasy, do not label that as love. Love does correct, but it does not humiliate. Love does challenge, but it does not destroy your sense of worth. Love does stretch you, but it will also cover you, protect you, and honor you. The one who has fallen or will fall in love with you in alignment with my heart will come with consistency, not only intensity. They will not only say the right things, they will do the right things. They will understand that true connection is not built in one dramatic moment, but in many small acts of care over time. They will not try to rush you past your healing, nor will they constantly punish you for your past. They will be patient as you learn to trust again, and they will rejoice in your growth rather than be threatened by it. Until that connection solidifies in your life, I want you to lean deeply into me. When you wake up in the morning, take a breath and simply say, I am loved. When you feel anxiety rising, close your eyes for a moment and remember, I am here. When your mind starts to race with what ifs, gently bring it back to even if they do not choose you, I will still take care of you. Even if this relationship ends, I will still write goodness into your story. Even if today feels heavy, I can bring light into tomorrow. This message finds you on a date, at a time, in a season where you needed to be reminded that your heart is not invisible to me. It is not too late for you to heal, to love, to be loved well. It is not too late for new beginnings, for genuine companionship, for shared laughter that does not hide pain underneath. It is not too late for me to surprise you with a connection that brings out the best version of you. Archangel Michael is not promising you a fairy tale without challenges. He is pointing you toward a future where you no longer accept being mistreated just to avoid being alone. Heaven's invitation to you in this moment is to say yes to your own worth, yes to your own healing, yes to my voice above all others. When you live from that place, the love that enters your life will match the peace I am cultivating within you. Rest now in this assurance. You are loved, you are seen, and you are on your way to a season where your heart will not have to beg to be chosen. Walk forward with your head a little higher, your shoulders a little lighter, and your expectations rooted not in fear, but in faith. I am with you in every heartbeat, in every step, in every quiet moment where you wonder what comes next. Trust me. What comes next holds more tenderness, more safety, and more love than the chapters you are leaving behind.